Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And it'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th.
On 3rd down, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Packers.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On play action. Love to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A first down carry for Barkley.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Room here to run.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
In motion goes the tight end.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd and inches, Love. Dancing to his left.
Putting it out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, check, nigga. Strike it.
Off the play fake, Love. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime we get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Love. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
He's able to find Melton.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action this time with Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now Jones. Firing quickly here. Now the ball comes loose. But I believe the Giants got this back. And onto the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Love.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a to throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold through. Steal. Check steal.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround? And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Love, they go play action now.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Love.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ultra.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Throwing Jones. Rolling to his left.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 54 yards. And
the Giants are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, Love once more. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Here we go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
On the ball.
Here's Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. But they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
Down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Love looking to throw it.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now Love rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Love throwing for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Eluding the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Love now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Jones throwing for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
I'm the best.